Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to my space. I hope you all are doing well and having an absolutely gorgeous Wednesday so far. Hump day, that's what we call it in our house. I love this day. It's like midday between in the week, and just Wednesdays feel really, really good. I absolutely love it. So, we are here today to talk all about March and the insight that I've been given about March. And then we're going to pull some cards. So if you're here, if you're with me, I would absolutely love it if you could say hello and tell me where you are and what's going on and where you're from, maybe what the weather's like. It is a gorgeous day today. So the other day, Monday, it was so beautiful. The sky was so blue and so clear, and it was so cold. There was wind, and it was so cold. It was just like almost shocking because I didn't expect it as I was going outside. But that's the way that it is with spring, right? Or we're not in spring yet. What am I saying? But that's the way it is this time of year. It feels like it should be warmer than it is. I don't know. But I was surprised Monday at any rate at how chilly it was. So let's get started. So I want to talk about March and some insight that I've gotten about March and what it means, and almost like the theme for the month. So the last couple of weeks of February, I started being nudged and about like eyesight and what I was seeing and all these things. So oh, and I forgot to say, if you're here and you'd like me to pull a card for you, please comment and I will put you on my list. I pull cards for live viewers. So, like my YouTube page, share. I would love for you to share this video and invite your friends to come. I'd love to pull a card for them. People I don't know, I love to meet new people. So if you want a card, please put it in the comments. So anyway, I was being nudged about my eyesight and about vision. And it's like constantly it was just like coming up like things, little synchronicities, if you will. And I'm like, oh, that is so interesting. And so I really started to pay attention to it. And then as I started to pay attention to it, I was in meditation one morning, my prayer and meditation time, and I was clearly shown like, we're not just doing this because, like, we're not just bringing you to these places or these realizations just because it's purposeful. Because this is what we want you to know about March, about this coming month, not about every March, about this March 2024. Vision is really the theme for it. And what they told me is, and they really showed me that it's not about just our intuition, right? Our third eye, like our intuitive vision, right? If you will. It's about our vision in general, our vision in the world, our vision of ourself, our vision of our family, our work, all the things, right? It's about our vision in general. And really, they were asking me, I posted about it a few weeks ago, they were asking me to open to more beauty, to seeing beauty everywhere, and to being mindful of it, and to noticing beauty everywhere. And so I really started to notice, and I posted about some violets that I had taken a picture of, that when I was feeling like heavy or whatever, that I would look at that picture and it would remind me of the beauty that's everywhere, right? It just kind of filled me with a smile the whole time. And so I was doing that, and then there just kept being more nudges and more nudges and more nudges. And finally I asked about it, and that's when I was shown that this is really the theme for this March for 2024 is vision. And how am I willing to see? What am I willing to see? Where am I not willing to see? All the ways, right? Because vision can be kind of tricky. It's not just about what's right in front of us. Sometimes it's about seeing beyond or seeing between. And so that's really what they were talking to me about. And again, it's like how we see the world and how and what we are willing to see, because it really is about that willingness, right? If we're like, nope, this is what it is. I was just having a conversation about this with a client, and it's like, we were talking about abundance consciousness versus lack consciousness, and which is a form of vision, right? And they were saying, no, I'm in abundance consciousness. And then they were saying these things, and it's like, well, that's lack consciousness. And then I'd point it out, and they'd say, oh, I didn't think about that. It's like, yeah, like we really want to start to see how we are in the world and how we come to the world, what we say, our words, our intentions, our actions, all of those things. We really want to see that. And we really want to be in a space of that. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I've got to just get in a little. There's a lot of spiritual energy here, so I'm going to take just a minute. They're waiting for their people. Okay, get a little grounded. Thank you. Thank you for that pause. Okay, so, and one thing that they told me was, like in 2019, as we were moving into 2020, I'm like, oh, this year is going to be great. It's all about our vision and having 2020 vision, and so exciting, and yay. And this time, a few weeks ago, they were like, well, if you thought that was about vision, hold on, because this month is really about vision. It's almost like that was practice, right? That was a practice time, which seems absolutely crazy because like that was legit, like no joke, right? March of 2020 was no joke. But this is the real, like this is even deeper. So we want to be very mindful of it. And I've really honored it, and I've made it something sacred. So when I'm thinking about it and I'm moving through things, I'm trying to be I'm trying to be very intentional. Can everybody hear me? I want to make sure I plugged my microphone in, and sometimes that's weird with my sound. So can somebody give me a thumbs up or like a little comment that says that you can hear me? I would really, really appreciate it. Hi, Shar. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it very much. Okay, so, and if you're here, guys, please. Oh, I got a thumbs up too. Thank you. Please tell me that you're here, and if you want a card, we're here to pull cards when I'm done with my little spiel. So, the important thing about this is they were very clear to me that because they said that this March is more about vision even than in 2020, like the whole year of 2020, it's not about negative. It's not about heavy. It's not about anything that we need to be worried about. Not that there won't be things like that, but that is not what we're talking about today. It's just about being called, each and every one of us, to see with clear eyes, to see with as clear a vision as we can. And it's so interesting that, there are no accidents, and I love synchronicities. And if I was at Panera this morning with my husband, he loves the souffles, and so we went to grab one, and we were sitting in there, and I was fine, and then all of a sudden, it's like, I've got the wavy vision on my peripheral, the signs that I used to get if I was getting a migraine. And it's the lighting, right? Sometimes I'm just super sensitive to the lighting and I don't even need to be in there very long. We had been there maybe 20 minutes and it started. And so I'm like, oh, we got to get out of here. And I needed to get out into the sunlight and, clear my eyes, so to speak, get out of that dirty, um, fluorescent lighting and get into the space of clear vision. So that's what it's really about for each and every one of us, to see with clear eyes. And part of what this means is not assuming that you know what you think you know, right? That you know what you think you know. So part of the conversation that I had with my client this morning with the lack and the abundance consciousness was about the things, they know the things that work, and that's it. Like there are only these two things that work for whatever issue we were talking about. And I'm like, well, that right there is lack consciousness, right? Saying, I know what works and it's this and this. It serves us better when we say, you know what? I love this and I love this. They've worked for me, but I'm open to whatever might work for me now, right? Whatever I might be able to try. I'm open to new things. That's abundance consciousness. Open to new possibilities, open to new ways of seeing, open to seeing more clearly is really what abundance consciousness is about. And, one of the things that I always think when we're moving from winter into spring is we've gone from being in darkness to being in the light. And that creates some issues. Like if you're in the dark and somebody quickly turns on the light, it feels like it takes a moment to adjust and it can feel very wonky, right? Our days are getting longer, which is beautiful, but it can feel wonky. Guys, if you're present and you want a card, please say card and I will put you on the list. Okay. You have to be live to get a card. Again, I'd love for you to share this with friends that might need some guidance right now. Hey, we all can use some support, right? I mean, I've got so many avenues of support, thank God, that I don't know what I would do without them if I didn't, right? Because it's just, there's so much. Oh, hi, Robert. Welcome. Oh, Nyla. Hi. I didn't see you there. Okay. So, Shara, Nyla, if you guys want a card, please put that. Robert, I'm putting you on the list right this moment. Okay. So, as we're moving to this new season, there is a tendency for us. Hi, Danielle, welcome. There's a tendency for us to want to jump, right? We want to make this big leap from winter to spring. We've been in the dark, we've been in the cold, we've been in that space of all the shadow work, and we're just ready to break free of it and run into spring. But that's really not the way that it works. There is some lag time. Okay. There is some, some overlap. And most importantly, we all have our own rhythm, right? Even within the seasons, we have our own rhythm. So we want to be mindful of that. And we want to kind of pull ourselves back when we have the tendency to leap forward. So as I was saying at the beginning, Monday, it was the most gorgeous day. Looking out my window, it was just like, oh my gosh, it's the most gorgeous day. And then I got outside and it was cold. It was like so chilly. The wind was so chilly and I was so surprised. And then I'm like, well, it is winter. It's still winter. And even though the days are getting longer, thank goodness. And even though, we've got signs of spring coming, there are some blooms here and there in places. We're still in winter, so we want to honor that and really honor where you're feeling in this process, right? Because it isn't like we get to March 19th, the first day of spring, and go, boom, we're out of winter and into spring. No, there still might be some parts of us that need to stay in that winter mode, that stillness, that quiet, that processing mode, right? The germination period before the buds come. So you want to be mindful of that. So I've only got 2 people that want a card. Anybody else? Sorry. So again, March is about vision. Vision. Okay, so I've got 2 decks of cards here that I'm going to play with. I'm going to put these on just because I can feel that blue light starting to wreak havoc on my eyes. So it's interesting. I have, my eyesight has improved. I've been doing a really heavy duty block therapy protocol for the last 27 days. It's been fantastic, but and I've noticed like a lot of improvement. And one of the improvements is are my eyes, my vision, my literal vision. And so that's really exciting. And I love that it's kind of coincided with this time of them, of my spiritual team talking to me about vision and all that. So, okay, so we've got Robert, we've got Danielle, and we've got Shar. Okay, so I've got 2 decks today. So the first one that I'm getting the first one that I grabbed was Mary, Queen of Angels. I don't know what it is about today, but I just feel like we need Mary's wisdom. We need Mary's unconditional love. We need all of the beautiful, all of the beautiful things that Mary can bring to our hearts. We need right now. We need a big dose of mothering. The whole world needs a big dose of mothering, of nurturing from a mother, right? And for those of us that no longer have our mothers, we can do that for ourselves, but Mary can be a wonderful substitute, right? And so can our mothers that are not here with us. Okay, thank you, Nyla. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Or you'll catch me later for a card, I hope. Okay, and then the other cards that I'm using are these beautiful inquiry cards. Okay, and these are questions. And I love these cards because sometimes we don't even know what question to ask, right? Sometimes we're so in it that we don't know the question to ask. So that helps us. All right. Hi, Lisa Francis. Oh, yeah, they are pretty. Not as pretty as your cards, but they are pretty. Lisa, did you want a card? If you do, let me know. So we're using Mary, Queen of Angels, and inquiry cards. Okay, so Robert. So all of these card pulls today are going to be centered around vision. Okay? Our vision, your vision. Hold on. I keep hearing Joe. I keep hearing the name Joe, not Joseph. I mean, not that their name isn't Joseph, but it's Joe. And I'm seeing a 6. So that would be June, or the 6th of a month is connected either to Joe or to you. Ooh, Lisa, I love this. When I said, your card, not as pretty as your cards, she says she's looking at her card proofs right now because Lisa Francis's deck, Lisa Star Francis, I've used her deck many times. It's the World, okay, I get this wrong, World Alchemy Oracle System. I'm not positive of the wording. Lisa, will you put it for us so that we can see it? I've used her cards many times because they're beautiful and I love them. And they're actually going to be available. Oh, okay, Danielle. Oh. Danielle says, my dad is Joe, was born in June and passed away last June. Okay, Danielle, your dad's saying hi. Makes me emotional. Sorry, guys. I've been really, really missing my mom and dad the last several weeks. And so when an unexpected visitor comes, a parent, and says hi, it really touches me because I know how wonderful that can be. So he's saying hi, Danielle, and he's also saying he wants you to relax. Like, what are you not relaxing about? Okay, we're going to get to you. We're going to do Robert right now. Okay, so Robert, first I'm going to pull an inquiry card for you. Okay, and Lisa says, hi, Lily. The word Oracle Alchemy System. Okay, so I did Oh no, maybe I didn't get it right. Anyway, the Word Oracle Alchemy System. WOAS. I got to remember that. WOAS. Okay. Oh, and Lisa says, so that's her system that will be available for pre-order soon. And Lisa says, sending you kisses, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, it's weird. It's like I'll be fine. I mean, I think about my mom and dad every day. Like every day. I'm surrounded by their stuff. You know, like this chair right here, this dining room set is theirs. From when we lived in Colorado Springs, when we moved here in 1979, they bought this dining room set for their new home. And so I love the fact that it's kind of come full circle. It's back in Colorado Springs, where it began, and like literally across the street. Our new house, our house that we bought, is just across the main street from where I lived. Anyway, it's just kind of crazy how all that stuff works, right? But it does. Hi, Lily. Welcome. And Lily, if you want a card, let me know. Okay, so Robert, we're going to use the Inquiry and the Mary. Okay, so the first one is, and this again, Robert, is about your vision. Okay, so we want to talk about your vision. What am I hungry for? I love that. And that like reddish orange color is so beautiful because that's all about the first and the second energy center, which is our feeling safe and embodied and secure, and our passion and our creativity, right? Which, so what I'm going to say to you is, with this question, what am I hungry for? I'd like you to take some time and really think about it, because what we think we're hungry for and what we're actually hungry for, like in our heart, in that deep part of our second energy center, which, by the way, Robert, I'm feeling lots of congestion in that area. So, you know, go dancing, get those hips moving, right? Get the Shakira out, put the Shakira on and move those hips. Hips don't lie. And work it out. Get that energy center working. So what are you truly hungry for? Not necessarily what you think you're hungry for. Okay. And then the second one is giving and receiving. Oh, I love this. I balance being generous and receptive because both are equally important. Now, this is really important for you, Robert, because that's about the receiving. That congestion in that second energy center and the first energy center are a lot about receiving, right? We have our feet are major receptors and givers for energy. Okay. And if those aren't open and flowing, our receptors are blocked. So we can receive to a certain point. We can give, giving is, we have a much easier time with that. But receiving, if they're not open and flowing, we have a really hard time. Okay. Robert, does that make sense? Oh, yes, Lisa, I put you down. Thank you so much. So, Robert, does that make sense? Okay, now I just heard. Okay, thanks, Robert. Robert says yes. Okay, so I just heard the word May, or the name May. I don't know if this is the month or if it's somebody's name, but I'm also seeing the number 11 connected to it. So that would be November or the 11th of a month. And this person, so if their name isn't May, they're connected to me, but I keep feeling like smoke, but it doesn't necessarily feel like smoking. So maybe they were around a smoker quite a bit, or there was a fire or something like that. It's a female, definitely a female. So can anybody claim her? These people came in so hot and heavy today. Before I could even get here, they were like pounding on my door, and I had to take a pause at the beginning because I was trying to talk and they were just like, screaming at me like, come on, let's go. It's like, hold the phone, we're going. Okay, so Danielle, her dad came through, which is so beautiful. So beautiful. And his hi, Lisa Carberry. So nice to see you here. Thank you for being here. Let me know if you'd like a card, Lisa Carberry. I'll put Lisa in. Okay. So his message was to relax. So can you relax? Can you relax, Danielle? Like, how can you relax? What can you do to relax? Seems like you need some play, and like not typical play, like play for little Danielle. There's something going on with little Danielle right now. She needs some. My daughter, May, birthday. Mom, November birthday. Mother is in-law, heavy smoker. Oh, okay. So, are your mom and your mother-in-law passed? Lily? Okay, so Danielle, while Lily's telling us, filling us in on that, where's the adventure? Oh my gosh, you guys, we can't make this stuff up. Where's the adventure? So I think that's beautiful. Just validation from your dad, like get a real adventure. Like you know that I know that it feels like you engage in adventure, but this is not typical. This is something atypical, and it's something that'll nourish little Danielle. Okay. And then watched over. Oh my gosh. You can't make this shit up for real. It's so awesome. I allow myself to feel safe and enjoy my life, knowing that heaven is watching over my loved ones and me. And by heaven today, we mean your dad, right? How beautiful. We mean your dad. Like that is absolutely wonderful and beautiful. So, do those make sense, Danielle? And do they help? I hope so. Okay, Lily says, yes, her mother-in-law and her mother are both passed, but not her daughter. Oh, I feel you, Danielle. I've been crying all day. And I didn't think I was going to cry today here, but I guess I am. Okay, the adventure one, not so much. Where's the adventure? So, as I said earlier, your dad's asking you to relax. And I said it feels like it's have fun and play in ways that are not typical for you. So it feels like something maybe that will be specific to nurture little Danielle. And so that's what the card is talking about. Where's that adventure? What can that adventure be? Okay. Okay. Oh, well, congratulations, Danielle. Okay. Okay. So the relaxing is also about that nourishment of your younger self. Okay. Shar, Lisa Francis, are you guys still here? I just want to make sure that you're here if I'm going to pull a card for you. So, oh, and I didn't talk about that, guys. Let's talk about that. Just some Oracle card 101 stuff. When you're doing Oracle cards, okay, I always like to clear them. I hold them with my left hand and tap with my right. I'm right-handed, so I do it that way, okay? And so I always do that. And then that clears them of my energy. That clears them of anybody else's energy that I've pulled for or anybody who's touched my cards. It just clears the energy. And then I say a little prayer of blessing over the cards that they'll be for the highest good for the person that I'm reading. Okay. You always want to do that. Since I'm using 2 decks, I'm going to do it with both. Okay. So Shar is here. Okay. Okay. So I think we got everybody. I think Lily's still here too. When I get to Lily, I'll do that. Okay. All right. So, Shar. I don't know what this is exactly, but I see you at a fork in the road, but it's a 3-pronged fork. And you keep like going from this to this to this and back, and then back and back. And it's like confusing and chaotic. And it feels like One of them, it's time to let go of. One of those prongs, it's time to let go of. And it's scary because it feels like it's safe, but it isn't. Or let me say it might be safe, but it's not keeping you safe and it's holding you back. It's kind of that lack consciousness idea. So you're not being open to more possibilities with it. And this may not be necessarily like, I'm not getting clarity if it's work, if it's family, if it's friends, whatever. So does it make sense to you in some arena, Shar? A three-pronged fork in the road? Okay, so the card that says, how can I be more flexible? Ooh, I love this card. Okay, and I want you to notice the three colors on this card, the three main colors, the red, the orange, the green. So it's the red is the root chakra, the orange is the sacral chakra, and the green is the heart, right? So what I was saying before I pulled the card was the three-pronged fork in the road. You're keeping one of them because it feels safe, but it isn't safe. And so, we want to be willing to like see what's for us, not necessarily what we think, right? And so this decision, we want to involve the whole part of you, not just the brain. Okay. So how can you be more flexible in seeing the situation or in determining which of the two to keep and which of the three to keep and which of the three to let go? And then the card that supports it from the Mary deck is Jesus. And this says, I pray for Jesus's help and guidance with this situation. So now that doesn't have to be actual Jesus. That can just be help from the spiritual realm, right? Whatever's comfortable for you. I always preface that because some people are offended when I use these Mary cards and they talk about Mary and Jesus and Joseph and whoever else. And the thing is, it's just about asking for help, right? It's just about asking for help from our spiritual team. So whatever you're comfortable with, call in that help. But how can you be more flexible, right? And I talked about the balance beam with Robert, or no, that wasn't Robert. Sorry. Anyway, let me say this. With our root chakra, I believe we have a pedestal. And depending on how big or how small that pedestal is, that determines how we move about in life. So our goal is to have this great big huge pedestal where we can run and jump and skip and relax and lounge and be comfy and love life and feel free to go wherever we're led. If our pedestal is small, we don't have that freedom. And your pedestal feels small. It feels like a balance beam, Shar. That's the size of it. And we want to expand that. Okay, we really want to expand that. We really want to expand that pedestal so that you feel free to go in life and do what you want. Leslie, hi Les, how are you? And good day to you as well. Let me know if you want a card. So Shar, does any of that make sense? And you know what? That Jesus card, I don't know why, but it feels like your dad. It feels like it's your dad that wants you to call on him to help you with this and to help just bring ease. Like there's not a lot of ease in your life right now, and that's what we want. Okay? So call on your dad. Is there a 4 connected to your dad, like, or you? Or the family, like April or the 4th of a month? You're making a decision. So is the decision, are there 3 parts to the decision? Like 3 possible parts? 3 possible choices? Because the 3 was very clear. Oh, I love that. Less, no 4s that I can think of. So nothing in April, Shar, and no 4th of any month. And this doesn't have to just be your dad or you. It could be your extended family, like grandparents, aunts, uncles, anything like that. And Les said, oh, she just had a fabulous lunch with one of her Woo members, which that is Leslie's membership group. If you don't know about it, You want to know about it? We are all awesome. Thank you, Les, and I'm so glad to be here today and to have all of you with me. So not three ports, but 3 people. Okay. And again, they're just showing me this. Not 3 parts, but 3 people. They're just showing me the 3. That's how they're showing me the visuals. So how it actually comes in your life is all that matters. The way that they show me the picture so that I understand that when I see people in front of 3 options on a road, that means choices. Okay, that means options. So 3 people is perfect. And one's against the other 2. Oh boy, that's a hard situation to be in. Boy, that's not. And you are right. One of them might not be safe. Okay, well, girl, make the choice that's in your highest good, right? Your highest good. Okay, Lisa Francis, here we are. Here we are. So it feels like, I don't know what's going on, but I just keep seeing like they're showing me you like cleaning your glasses and putting them on, taking them off, putting them on, taking them off. So what this is showing to me is there's like a situation that you're not seeing somebody fully. And it feels like, I don't want to say that they're negative, but I don't know that they have your highest interest at heart. So be careful with that. I don't know who it is. I don't know what it's about. That's just what they're showing me. Now 3. I keep seeing a 3. Is that connected to your mom? For some reason, I'm having a feeling that's connected to your mom. And then is there a J connected to your mom? The initial J. So that could, be anywhere really in her lineage, or I don't know. Okay. Oh, has to do with my dad's estate. Ooh, okay. So that's probably why when I pulled the Jesus card, he came through and made me feel like it was him. Oh, and the 4. Are there 4 of you involved with the estate? So you and then these 3 other people, that would be the number 4 if there is. Okay, so Lisa. Okay. Oh, okay. Her sister is Joanne. Oh, okay. Your mom's here, Lisa. Oh, yeah. So emotional today. But it's just what it is. Not going to apologize for it. I'm honored to get to do this work. I'm honored to get to bring these loved ones through for you people that I love so much. And I'm just going to honor it. Okay. She died in March. That is 3. Okay. All right. I felt like I remembered that there was a 3 connected to her. So I didn't want to just say it. I needed to own that my brain was thinking that. My human part was thinking that. Okay. All right. So Lily, Lisa, Carberry, and Leslie, you're still here. I just want to make sure. Okay. And Shar says exactly about my dad, but there are 7 of us involved. My dad's ex is not one of them, but she is the subject of the issues. She is an April birthday. Okay. So I think then if this was my reading, what I would do is say, since he brought up the 4 specifically, kind of like try not to worry about her as much, not to leave her out, but don't worry about you and what you know is right, is what your dad is saying, basically. Okay. All right, Lisa Francis. So with your vision, with your vision and seeing clearly, and as I said, I feel like there's somebody that maybe isn't all that they appear to be, or the relationship isn't all that it appears to be for you. And the question card is, what am I learning? Right? And I love this because it's all green, a little bit of brown in there, But then that blue right in the center, that gorgeous blue, that is all for the throat chakra, right? And it's about, really, that's about trusting yourself, right? That's what this energy center is so much about, our self-trust. It's about communication, but how we communicate, how we're willing to communicate, how we don't communicate is all rooted in whether or not we trust ourselves or how much we trust ourselves. The other card is integrity. I trust my ability to know what is true for me. Another instance of you can't make this stuff up. I love that. I love that. Okay. All right, Lisa, does that make sense? I hope that helped. Lily, are you still here? I hope so. I'm pulling cards for you, girl. So if you're not, get here. Okay, Lily, perfect. Lily, has something been going on with your sleep? Like, I'm just all of a sudden feeling like tossing and turning, and I wake up or I get up and I'm just not rested at all. And I'm like achy. So is that you? Lisa by Grace Go Ice says, I wonder who it is. I have radar on now. But the beautiful thing about this, Lisa, is you don't really need to wonder. You just need to know, right, that I shuffled the cards. You just need to know that you're holding the intention that you're going to know something when you need to know it, right? That's the beauty of it. And we don't need to worry about it, right? Okay. So Lily says, Aunt keeps us awake and dogs bark at coyotes. Okay. Is there help for your aunt? Because I keep feeling like there almost need to be shifts to help so that you guys can sleep soundly and get a good night's sleep, because it's really taking a toll. It's really taking a toll. And so, we want to head that off at the pass if we can. Okay. So I love this card for what we were just talking about. And her aunt is, there. What if I were free? So what if you were free, Lily? What if you were free? And we want to bring this back to vision. What if you were free to see it anyway, right? What if you were free to be curious? What if you were free to play with options? What if you were free to daydream that you were out of that situation, or that you could sleep through the night? What if you were free to do that? And really, this again is about limits. So where are you free to explore that path of abundance consciousness versus lack consciousness? That's what it really feels like. And then the second card that goes with it is gratitude. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Let's see, I'm going to go right there. I think that's the best. I need to learn how to do the fancy thing Leslie does with the card on another camera. I'm not that tech savvy yet, but maybe one day. Mikkel, hi Mikkel, how are you? Mikkel, if you want a card, let me know. Okay, gratitude. As I notice and appreciate my blessings, I open the door to more of God's gifts. How beautiful is that? Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, Lily, I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. And your mom and your mother-in-law came through too, which is pretty cool. So, call them in. Let them help. Put them to work. I mean, that's the thing, you guys. This is the message for all of us. Our loved ones want to help us. They hang around waiting for us to invite them in. And unless it's a matter of life and death before our time, spiritual law says they can't intervene unless they're invited. So invite them in. Give them a specific job. Be very, very specific and say, I need help with this, or I want you to work on this, or whatever it is. Be very specific, and you'll make them so happy. So give them a job, Lily. Put them to work. Maybe that's when I said call in some help, that's probably the help I was referring to. Yeah, that's the message. Did call them in. Oh, Mikkel, I appreciate that. Let's see. What did Lily say here? Ooh, started something new with gratitude yesterday. I love that. Ooh, I wonder, is that Leslie's Woo March challenge? I love that. I love it because I haven't practiced Lent in a really long time. I just don't do it anymore. And this year I felt really called to do something, but not like the traditional of give up like candy or whatever, which, maybe would have been good, but that's not what I did. I chose to give up negative self-talk. And it has been very eye-opening because I'm astounded at how much negative self-talk I engage in on the regular. It's just such a deeply rooted pattern. And I love the awareness that I'm bringing to it. So then in Leslie's March challenge, it was all about when we say something negative and then following it up with some positive and some gratitude. And I love that because I haven't done that. Like if I notice that I'm saying something negative, I'll say, oh no, you don't talk that way to yourself anymore, Michelle. And then I'll, move on to, and I'll say something better, but it's different, right? What Leslie's doing is different. Anyway, I love it. So let's see. Mikkel says she would love a card pull. Awesome. All right. And Lisa Carberry, you're up. Okay. All right, Lisa, good luck with your proofs. Can't wait. Ooh. And then Lily says, interesting. She did some clearing with mom and dad this morning. Perfect, right? What a beautiful synchronicity and validation of the work that you do. This clearing and cleaning and working on familial stuff, it feels at times like it's never done. We do it and we do it and we do it, and then we got to do it some more. And so I love the validation that your mom came through today to say, like, thank you, like, good job, Lily, good job. I love that. Okay, Lisa Carberry. So this is about your vision. Oh, Mikkel, in case you didn't hear that, all the cards are about our vision today and how we can see more clearly and, like kind of take the blinders off. Okay. So I'm just going to read these cards because that's what I'm feeling. And then we'll go from there with what it is or whatever I'm led to. What if I didn't hesitate? Look at that gorgeous card. What if I didn't hesitate? That glare is not good. What if I didn't hesitate? So lots of orange, lots of green, lots of white. So, second energy center, fourth, hi, sweet girl, fourth energy center, and, seventh and above, right? So what if I didn't hesitate? What would that feel like? And where are you hesitating? And I feel like what they're showing me is that you're hesitating because you're not seeing clearly. You're not seeing clearly. Fear or distraction. It feels like distraction actually is like clouding your judgment and clouding your vision. So where can you clean that up and then not hesitate? There's this sense, I feel, and we all have this, right? It's like a fear of, but what if I make the wrong choice? And the thing is, we want to just make a choice. It's okay. Like there are no wrong choices. There's just opportunities for different experiences, right? So don't hesitate. And then integrity is the Mary card. I trust my ability to know what is true for me. Ooh, that's pretty. And really, the more that you can ground into your integrity, the less you're going to hesitate, right? The more clear you'll be about what you got to do. I got to do it. It's just what I got to do. Okay. So, yeah, they were both beautiful cards. Does that help, Lisa? Does that make sense of, what if I didn't hesitate and just taking an action, right, wrong, or, I try not to even think about actions. Like if I make a choice, like it's not a wrong choice, right? Maybe it wasn't the choice in my highest good, because we've all done that. And I've done that a million times. Make a choice that goes against what I feel is my highest good or what's in my highest good, maybe because there's other people involved, or, I'm more concerned about other people and what's in their highest good. We all do that. But was it a wrong choice? No, it's just a choice. And the beauty of life is that we're free every minute of every day to make a new choice. If we're not happy with the choice we made, we can make a new choice. And that is freedom and love and abundance. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. And I'm honored that I got to bring your dad through. So thank you for that. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay, so Lisa Carberry. Let's see. All right, so Leslie. I think my little dog needs to go out, but she'll have to wait. I've just taken intermission from a course. Okay. Just taken intermission from a course because it was feeling off for me. Congratulations. I love that. And so don't hesitate to do what's right for you regarding the course moving forward. That's the message. Love that. Okay, Leslie. So I feel like there's a big decision, and this is a big, big decision that's weighing on your heart. I'm not getting clarity of who it's about, but it's a big decision, and you're like tossing and turning and playing with it every which way, and you just can't come to where it feels good. And the message is it may not feel good. It's probably not going to feel good. You're just going to need to do it. And it's time. Whatever the decision is, I'm feeling like it's time. So do you know what they're referring to here, Les? And is there an N like November, connected with you or your family, mom, dad, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and also an F like Frank, or February, that beautiful month that we just got out of. Okay, so I love this. The whole card is yellow with green, which is about personal power, right? So what delights me? What delights me? Okay, so to me, that's speaking to ground into that solar plexus and get really clear about being in your personal power. Now, fire governs our solar plexus, and fire can be tricky. If there's too much fire, it's like scorched earth. If there's not enough fire, we have no spark. So we want this beautiful balance of perfect fire. Jojo, come. Joe, good girl. Thank you. Oh, she's such a good girl. Okay, so what delights me? Ground into that, and then let your heart speak from that space. Okay, this is a big decision. I feel like might be about work, about your, I don't know. I know you're doing all the things. Jojo, no, come. Joe, okay, come and stay. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Stay. So, it might be about, I don't know. So what delights me? Okay. And then actually, Les, I'm going to send you a message when we're done, because I think I know what it is, but it's a private conversation, not anything that it's just something that I want to talk to you about. So, and then, we got the Jesus card again. Jojo, come. I pray for Jesus's help and guidance with this situation. Okay. So wherever you can call on them. Unless, do any of those letters fit with your family? I'm also seeing a 4 and a 7, which is April or July or the 4th or the 7th of a month. Do those make sense for you and your family? Oh, sorry, guys. I'm sitting on my block and I got to take it out. My sit bones are about ready to explode. Ooh, okay. And I just lost 3 inches. I love sitting on those. Jeff always teases me that suddenly I'm normal height. But it's so good for you. Oof. Bring some space to that area of the body. So Les, I don't know if you heard me ask about the N, like November, the F like Frank, and the 4 and the 7. July is when both my dad and sister died. Okay. So we've got the 7. Is there anything with the 4? And what about those initials? Do those fit with anything? Okay, Mikkel, so I'm going to go ahead and start pulling your cards. Okay. And it could be the number 4, if there's a number 4 connected with somebody. And, this could be first name, middle name, last name. Feels like the N feels like an older female, so like an aunt, grandma, something like that. Could be a maiden name. And the F feels male. Psychic brain fart. Oh, yeah. Been there, done that many, many times. All right. So, Mikkel, let's see what we've got for you. Mikkel, could the N and the F be for you and the number 4? Because it is possible. Sometimes they come through and, they're coming through and I assume it's the same, but it's different. So maybe that could be you. So Mikkel, this feels like very much they want to talk about your health and they want you to relax. I feel like you are, okay, now we're talking about vision today, right? So where are you seeing issues or assuming there are issues where there are not? Okay. So it's about having clear vision in all the ways. And it feels like your health and your wellness is good. And it's almost like a pattern of not being well. I don't know if this makes sense to you. This is just what they're showing, but it's almost like a pattern of not being well has kind of been there. And like, now we're not sure what it would even feel like to be like our brain hasn't caught up with our body, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, Mikkel? I hope so. So no N and no F. Mikkel can't claim it either. Can anybody here claim the N and the F? Okay, so Mikkel says yes, yes. Okay, Mikkel, so this is asking you to kind of expand your vision to see what's truly there, okay? And I love this card. What is working well? Okay, what is working well? So what is working well to help you to be in that space of your brain catching up with your body, to your brain knowing, oh yeah, we're healthy. Yeah, we're well. Because, at the end of the day, our bodies are miraculous and they know how to heal. They know what to do, obviously, right? We have all of these systems that just go and without us even thinking about them. They just automatically work. And so our body knows what to do if we allow it, if we get out of the way. And really, it's about our mind, right? Because what we think, we create. And so What's working well for you right now, Mikkel? And maybe you don't know. So maybe we want to find what will work well to help you to be in that space of your brain catching up with your body and understanding that you're really well, because you really are like, well, like that's what they keep showing me. And is there an S connected to you, Mikkel? An S like Sam, that not that name necessarily. And I'm seeing a 2. So the number 2 would be like February or the second of a month or the number 2 is something pertinent. And then the next card that I got, the Mary card, is signs. Oh my gosh, I love that. I watch for, notice, and trust the signs that heaven continually sends. Oh my goodness. Could that not be more perfect, right? So your brain hasn't caught up with your body. Look for the signs from your body that shows you you're well, regardless of what your brain is showing, right? Because the body's not going to lie. The brain's going to lie all day long. The brain wants to keep us in those old patterns. That's where it's comfortable. That's what it knows. So the body is going to speak to us in the truth. So trust the body. I hope that helps, Mikkel. And do the S and the 2 mean anything to you? And nobody can claim the N and the F? Oh, I hate to let these people just hang out there in the wind, but oh well. Leslie says, oh, I did a reading the other day and my mom's best friend that passed in the 70s came through. Then my mom said that when she called me, my voicemail had her friend's last name at the end. No, it doesn't, but her name was and is Nancy. Wow. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. Okay. So Nancy's saying hi, and crazy that your mom heard her name, right? Because your mom didn't mishear it. It was there. She's saying hi, right, to your mom and to you, and she's saying hi again. And oh my gosh, I love how this works. It's so miraculous and like awe-inspiring. Like, I do this. This has been my life's work my whole life. Like I've connected with dead people my whole life. I remember when I went to see The Sixth Sense, I thought, finally, there's a movie about me, And I don't see dead people like they portrayed in that movie. That's not the way it works for me. Thank God. But, and still, I'm in awe of the length that they go to connect with us and the length that they go to get their messages to us. It is so beautiful. And, I'm so grateful for, I'm grateful to be able to bring the messages to people. And I'm so grateful for amazing mediums like Leslie who can bring messages to me. Because the truth of the matter is, I connect with my mom and dad. I get signs from them. But there's a part of me that goes, I wonder if that's real. I wonder if I'm making it up because I'm wanting the message or whatever, And so then when I can get a message through someone like Les, it's like, I can't argue with that. Like, that's legit. And I love it. So, this is a beautiful thing. I love it. Your mom made you call yourself to hear it and it was not there. I just love it. I just love it. And it was probably not a common last name, right? Which I love. So Mikkel, is there an S or an number 2? I didn't hear from you. So I'm going to assume that there isn't. February has been a huge month. Okay. February has been a huge month for me in terms of my life. Basically starting a new Mikkel 2.0. I love that. And I love the messages card. It's a huge reminder and validation to start looking for guidance. Perfect. And so I'm going to assume the S doesn't fit anywhere. And so I just want to thank everybody for being here today. And okay, Mikkel says, Mikkel says, I'm not sure about the S yet. Okay, perfect. I appreciate that. No problem. So who knows who it could be for? It could be for anybody. It could be somebody who came on and didn't tell us they were here, right? So I just always give whatever information I get and hope. So I'm going to take these off. Ooh, my eyes today. I'm telling you, since they started giving me these things about my vision, it has been so interesting. And it's like, even today, with that weird fuzzy stuff that I was feeling from the fluorescent lights, like the start of a migraine, after it was gone, because like I said, I knew I needed to get out in the sun, look at the sun, like no sunglasses, let the sun do its job. And then it went away. It's like my vision was like sharp after. It's so crazy. Oh, hi, Kathy. Kathy Reeser's here. So, Kathy, could it possibly be the S connected to you? And oh, thank you, Lisa Carberry. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Shar. So good to see all of you on here. And Kathy, we'll connect about that. So, Kathy Reeser, if there's an S connected to you in some way, like in your family, first, middle, last name, maiden name, something like that. And then they were showing me a 2, but Mikkel did claim the 2, but that doesn't matter. It can be a cleat-on. So we could have a double 2 here. So a 2 would be like February or the 2nd of a month. Will you message me, Kathy, and let me know if any of that works? So I got to run. Thank you guys so much. I love you. And oh, Mikkel, thank you. I just got to show that message. You're always so in tune and been a huge help to me. Health is right on the money. Thank you, Mikkel. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I appreciate all of you. So this is going to be something I'm going to do once in a while. When Wisdom Wednesdays. I don't know when. It's not going to be every week, but it will be here and there. So keep an eye out. And let me tell you, go to my YouTube channel. If you're on Facebook, go to my YouTube channel and like my YouTube channel, because that's where you're really going to get all the notifications. And if you are not on my email list, you need to be, okay? Who here experienced Facebook going down for however long yesterday? Okay. We need to be on each other's email lists so that we can communicate if we need. I don't want to just poof, lose all my contacts, right? So michellesnelly.com, you can scroll to the bottom, get on my email list. It's a two-part to sign up. And I would love it. And I would appreciate it so much. Oh, so your mom, Leslie, was born in February. And and Nancy came through with what number did the N and the F come through? Maybe they didn't even come with a number. I can't remember. It's all jumbled. Anyway, I love that. Okay. So validation from Nancy, right? I love that. Thank you all and love you. Have a beautiful Wednesday and rest of your week.